Good day everyone, my name is Tobilid of BSECE 3A, and today I am going to show you my task number 7 wherein I have integrated my task number 5. Now the idea is that we have to add two remote control functions that will allow us to reset and play or pause and continue our scrolling animations by using an IR remote control. So just assign any two buttons for the appropriate key on your remote for this function. So let's start. Using the experiment number 1 codes provided in our PDF, we have to decode the codes in IR protocol from our generic IR remote control. So our receiver pin is this. We have the BCC on the rightmost leg, and then in the middle is the ground, and in the leftmost is our signal pin. So your connections must be like this. I think you don't have a problem with that. Now let's go to our Arduino IDE. I will now teach you how to download the library. So please go to Menu, go to Tools, Manage Library. So wait for a while. Alright, it is here now. So just wait for this to finish downloading. Alright, now please search for IR remote. And you see that I already have installed this library. So if you are new to this, you just choose the version here. You can actually locate the version here. So just choose the 2.5 version, but I have installed the more advanced. But I think doesn't have a problem. So you just click install, and then this window will just automatically close. So this library, just like in our last task, will enable our code to function and make it easy for us to use of our sensors, modules, motors, and many more. Now the library is all set up. Let's run the code in our experiment number 1. So please connect your Arduino board to your computer. Now the moment you hear that sound, it signifies that it has been connected properly. So just click upload. Wait for a while. Alright, it is done uploading, so let's open our serial monitor. And let's try to press number 1. So you see that if you press quickly, it doesn't produce this value. You see that FFF. Just press quickly because if you press slow, it produces that value. So for mine, I have used button 3 for my play and reset. So let's press that. And for button 5 is for the pause and continue. So you just take note of these values in your notepad. So to avoid silly mistakes. Now that we are all set up, these are the materials that we will be needing. So we need a TSOP4838 IR receiver, an LED dot matrix display with a MAX7219 driver, our jumper wires, the microcontroller, and its USB cable. You also need a 9 volts battery and its snap. We also need our breadboard and the remote control that we will use for our IR receiver. Now let's see our schematic diagram. Um, and let's see our schematic diagram for this task. So just like in our last task, the DIN, the chip select, and the clock, we have used the same pins 12, 11, and 12. And for the IR receiver, the pin 6 is connected to the data pin of our IR receiver. And we have shorted the VCC and the ground of both of these components, which is the IR receiver and the dot matrix display. So let's see my code. So this is my code. You see that my code has integrated two libraries, the library from our last task and the library now, which is for the IR receiver for remote control. So as usual, we declare our variables here. So this is button 3 and this is button 5 that we have decoded in the first code that I have shown. And these are our byte arrays, which has a total of 112 frames. And I have put my rep here, repetition is 12. And this line here starts the increase counting of our frames. And here shows the current frame we are in the matrix. Here I've also put a read remote function to input repetition numbers I have set. Okay, that's all. I guess we are good to go. So now that you have connected your USB cable, just click upload and wait for a while. Okay, it's done uploading. Now when I first press number 3, it plays. At the second press of the same button, it resets. Again, reset. Play, reset. Next, when I first press my number 5, it pauses. At the second press of the same button, it continues. Again, press, continue, pause, continue, reset, play, pause, continue, reset, play, pause, continue. But then again, we are not done because we need to have it as a standalone device by connecting a 9 volts battery into its barrel jack. So just connect it this into your barrel jack. Alright? Now, press 3. That will play. As a standalone device by connecting a 9 volts battery into its barrel jack. So just connect it this into your barrel jack. Alright. Now press 3. That will play. If you press again, it will reset. Now play. If I press it, it will pause. And then it will continue. Reset. Play. Pause. Continue. Continue. But then again, we are not done because we need to have it as a standalone device by connecting a 9 volts battery into its barrel jack. So just connect this into your barrel jack. Alright. Now press 3. That will play. If you press again, it will reset. Now play. If I press it, it will pause. And then it will continue. Reset. Play. Pause. Continue. Continue.